That can't be good for you, can it? Right.
You can hear it, it's definitely on. Mality, 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 mality. That's the formality still.
What we do here is go back,
right,
back, back,
let's
back,
go.
back,
I think
back.
I'm ready. That's a really good shot, mate. How many cameras for one fish? Hello and welcome to AD365 episode, says on here, 5. I don't know how I've got to 5 episodes, boys. Is it 5? 5? That's as many pounds as you put on in the first day of Christmas, mate, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to start with a very respectful, sombre note. I don't think I could do this episode without shouting out and paying homage to none other than angling legend in the purest sense of the word, John Wilson, who obviously sadly passed away. I haven't got enough superlatives to chuck at him. John, an absolute legend. You will be sadly missed, and there is a huge hole in angling that will never be filled. A more positive note, Black Friday. There are 2 words that I feel I've heard on a loop for a good few weeks now. Black Friday was absolutely mega. Every year, I say every year, I've only done it 2 years, but every year it gets bigger and bigger. There are more and more deals, more and more that goes into it. A good kind of like pressure, stress, creative madness that sort of accumulated this year in not only great offers and great deals, thank you all very much for supporting them, but also in some slightly cringeworthy idea formulated by Ant and Dec of AD, Chris and Widget, about doing some product promo videos. Guess who has to stump for that? Oh, it was so frigging good until that, wasn't it? Black Friday. War! Here's one. It's because you went, I was there, mate, until you started jibbing. And I just had this vision in my head of squid as well. That really messed me up, mate.
I'll turn the other way, mate.
Oh. Right. War! One for me salty sea dogs. We have the Shakespeare Agility Surf Reel, size 70, that was £39.99. And our special, that was £69 with a special, special was £83.99. There's a special.
We're getting loads of specials.
I have a go at you guys for talking like farmers. I can't say the word special on Black Friday.
I always thought you were very special.
I am very special. Oh, you're so special.
Fake snoring.
Yeah?
Yeah, do a bit of snoring as well.
Good then, mate. Is this just for your outtakes? You can't use that.
That hair looks good from the top.
Does it? Isn't it? It's like the flipping waves. It's like those Hawaiian surf waves.
To be fair, that the snoring was for the outtake, but I think it'd be good in the actual.
I think you should use it.
Shall I use it? Get a couple of snores in?
Yeah. Right, where are you going to snore?
Here, mate.
How?
I'm not. You're not critiquing my snoring. You're just mugging me off.
Right, I'm on.
Epic deals that is available online, in store, and also at your local Angling Direct. Nailed the ending, not quite, absolutely had a nightmare, can't get the ending of it. Oh my boy. How many have I got left? 3. Black Friday. Shall I just do next year's? Let's do next year's now. Right, let's go again. Yeah, fantastic Black Friday. Thanks for your support. Mega deals. Thank you for choosing AD. And if this year's anything to go by, I'm going to take probably a good 6 weeks holiday now, just to sort of save up enough energy and sleep for it. and make sure I'm not the one in front of camera. No, but thank you. As with everything in life, if you have like a frenetic, hectic, crazy period, it's always good to just follow it with another one. So we did. We rolled into Christmas, didn't we? And as always, because we're angling direct, we whack some more deals your way, and we hope that you listened to Santa. Santa was pretty scary this year, those of you that saw the video. The clean shaven look and the slightly overly tight fitting extra large suit did highlight some great deals and offers for you to take advantage of.
You've got to slip into character.
Let me compose myself.
Yeah, but you've got to slip into character.
Father Christmas, I've been a Father Christmas a few times before. Right. I'm not ho ho ho. I'm not doing it. I don't want to sit there like Father Christmas, but you can. You can lose all your
This is your role.
credits.
You didn't have none anyway. This is your role, not mine.
Where's the sand when you need him?
Yeah, he's escaped on it.
Yeah, massively. Extra present to hopefully enhance your Christmas even more. From AD. So first of all, everyone who supported us through the year, we want to wish you a thank you, not it's Christmas Day, so I hope you're all enjoying your code all day today. The ends. You on? You on?
Yeah.
It's a very good reason behind that.
Go on, Santa.
I nearly caught one. Sorry about that. Santa nearly had one. And yes, I'm dressed as Father Christmas by a lake fishing. And I've completely forgot what I was going to say.
And I also believe that while the lads were out filming the content at Christmas, they decided to have a jolly up without me and actually catch some fish.
Elves? How come you're not dressed up as an elf? That's what we needed.
It's a nice fish, isn't it?
A couple of Christmas crackers. Father Christmas and his elf produce as always. Not too sure about the other two though.
Thank you all for a brilliant Christmas time in terms of your support, and I hope you all had fantastic Christmases with your friends, families and loved ones. Moving on to what turned out to be shocking effort at filming. You may have seen our challenge series. Me against Ollie, dace fishing, I won. Widget against me, match fishing, he won. We decided to film another challenge. There's a bit of banter, they're good fun, you enjoy them. Let's do another one. Let's do a different themed one, Chris says. Let's do a Predator style Zander match.
You join myself, Oliver Harper, Widget and the beautiful Phil Spinks on the banks of Rutland Water for our Zander challenge. Now how things are going to work today is we've got two boats. Skipper of one will be Phil. Party rings, seats, predator fishing, sort of depth finders, all sorts of wizardry. And the other captain, Ollie, some oars, not even an engine. We'll do our best. We're going to draw, me and Widget, for who basically gets Phil. Maybe you want to choose Ollie, I don't know, we'll do that in a minute. But collectively, how it's going to work is we're going to go out and fish, target Zander, and we're going to measure each fish using,
Well,
it's very official.
we have an official measure, but I've been told you are using an iPhone measure.
That is more official than this.
I'm not
This is straight out your sewing cupboard.
I'm
Mine's
not sure
modern day
that's
technology.
legit, but apparently that's what's happening.
You've got to have edges, Widget, do you know what I mean? So basically the boat with the biggest collective length of Zander at the end of the day are the winning boat. Phil boat. We're going to draw, mate. So should we do rock, paper, scissors, one
Yeah,
on?
mate. One off.
Show on three.
Got him.
Ready? One, two, three.
Ooh.
Let's go again. One, two, three. Mate. 1, 2, 3. You've won, mate. You choose.
Well, I don't want to interrupt your unrivaled love for Phil.
You'll never interrupt that, mate.
So you can go with Phil. I'm going to go with this man here.
Beautiful. Get in here, Phil. Right, let's go fishing. I'm on the party rings.
Two boats, two pairs of anglers, head to head. So we went out, full of enthusiasm, ready to film a piece, and it pretty much was nightmarish. We struggled like you wouldn't believe, despite the fact that on the fish finder, Rutland water is paved with Zander. We only had a couple of micro Zander for our efforts. I had my first ever Zander, so I was made up. Phil Spinks had, and I quote Phil, the worst days fishing on Rutland of his life. I don't know if that's because he was with me.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And his worst days fishing ever correlated in a £2 something perch, an absolute mega fish, and he still weren't happy.
Oh, that's a monster perch, mate. Get that in. Mate, look at the size of that thing. Have you seen the size of that thing?
Big, isn't it?
I thought I was perch master. £2 too. That thing's an absolute rocket, Phil.
I think I've won the perch cup now.
That's a
We
flipping
did say this was a perch.
Look how blasé he is. Oh, just another 4-pounder. Too easy, this perch game. Mate, he's like Martin Bowler of Norfolk. He's an absolute. Look at the size of that. That's a chunk. Have you seen? Get on that. Don't look at me. My nose is almost as big as it, but like.
Do you want me to come here?
Look at it like lovingly, but not on the camera. That's it. Oh my god.
Happy? Ready? See you, buddy. Straight down.
Mate, if you weren't my hero before, you are now.
We would talk about another specimen that was caught on that day, but that tale still haunts me.
Right, Rutland with Phil Spinks. It's been miserable all day. The weather's been pants. What have I hooked on a lure? A big old slab. The lure's in there to prove it. Legitimate, Phil, right?
It was in the mouth, yeah, 100%.
Estimated at £7. Say I was over the moon would be, well, it'd be a lie. Yeah, like I don't think many other sort of specimen lure anglers have caught themselves a bream on a jig head. Shout out Matt Boast, Matt Randon, you lot. Bet you've never done that, boys. Anyway, we're moving on. Done and dusted. Jigging in Wroxham is the title that I've got written down here on my piece of paper. Now, I had nothing to do with this. Jigging in Wroxham is not some weird pre-Christmas night out AD works do. We're actually jigging as in drop shotting and jigging around the Wroxham Broad area with the whole media team, it says here. Well, I don't think I was there, boys. So where have you put me? That's absolutely shocking. So Amanda was there to take some mega pictures and even managed to catch a few fish. So well done to the media team, minus the main star.
I'm too cold.
Yeah, look, you don't look very warm.
This is the best you're getting. I'm cold.
Slightly better though.
Oh, he'll do, won't he? Oh, that's cold. Oh. That's it. Let's give up.
Chris and Widget filmed the Match Masterclass episodes. They've been to Barford Lakes and filmed pellet feeder fishing.
The reason we're here today is to talk you through fishing the pellet feeder. For me, there is two situations that I would fish it. So the first one would be the time of year we're coming into now, as it gets colder, and secondly would be if the lake is very, very deep. The rig itself, so simple. I've just got an inline pellet feeder running onto my line. Bait-wise, probably going to be fishing with this is pellets. I'm a big believer in having a good selection of high attract hook baits and liquids to enhance it. So the colder and colder it gets, this comes into play more. I'll either dip my hook bait in some liquid just before I cast it out, or I'll drizzle it over the top of the feeder once I've loaded it. So hopefully we're now going to put that into practice and see if we can get some fish together for the camera. Well, what a way to end a day's fishing on the pellet feeder. A wicked looking carp. He's got some character, some brilliant autumn colours. The orange is in him. He's a real special looking one, that. If you're not out on the pellet feeder already, get yourself out there using it, because it's going to get better and better as this weather cools down.
And fishing the waggler with maggot at Reefham Fisheries.
What we're concentrating on today is the waggler itself, and fishing the waggler this time of year, and the small things you can do to make a bit of a difference into your fishing as it does get harder. So for me, this time of year, it's perfect to fish the waggler because let's face it, the water clears out as the fish start feeding less, the clarity becomes more, and putting a cast of a shadow of a pole or making a big splash with a feeder can sometimes spook them. So a nice delicate traditional size waggler can be a really good method to catch fish this time of year. It lets you fish that little bit further and search out more water so you can find out where those fish are and then concentrate your day fishing those areas.
To be fair though to the lads, they've put together 2 really nice pieces with some good information for you guys to watch, so make sure you go and check them out. On the subject of fishing in cooler months, this is a great spin, boys. A great species to target in cooler months is the pike. Basically, nobody can catch anything but Phil, and Phil decides that he's going to go pike fishing, so we'll follow him and record a specimen series. That's what's happened.
This one actually feels heavier, but you might want to wade out for me, would you? Because it's so shallow. This feels alright. Oh no, especially when this trebles.
Oh, yeah, that is a cheese.
Big un, mate.
That is a big one, yeah. That is a big one.
Big old head on him.
It is, yeah. He looked £20 every day,
Yeah.
didn't he?
So what was he, mate? 18.7.
It's 18.7.
There she go.
Happy enough.
Phil's gone out there and he's caught some mega pike live for AD TV cameras, as well as on the episodes, and he's given away some of his tips for ledgering dead bait.
Definitely for me, once we get the first frosts, I start thinking about pike fishing. For me, pike fishing is the cold, frosty weather. I've always done fairly well if I can find the deepest areas, where you've got a deep gully. I think maybe the bait fish shoal up in there once the weather gets cold, and the pike follow them in. For fishing dead baits full stop, bite detection is really important. When I'm fishing with the drop-offs and the bite alarms, the bite detection is brilliant. So it's just a real efficient way of fishing dead baits. It's a very simple setup, but it's got to be a very strong setup. The rig itself is a free running rig. And I like the little ledger stems. It makes it even more free running. As soon as they move off with the dead bait, they shouldn't feel anything. Exactly. I'd say my favourite bait is a herring. If you can get good fresh herring, they take a lot of beating. Lamprey would probably be number 2. If I have whole lamprey, I'll just cut the tail off and use quite a big bait.
Done it again, Phil. He's put all the tips he's put into practice. Get out there now, this is the time to do it, and enjoy your pike fishing.
Right, other notable staff and sponsored anglers. Phil, again, second mention in a very short period of time, has been out catching Specimen Zander.
A scraper double, that one.
She's a cracker.
Does it look alright?
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah. Quality.
Turn him round and we'll have a look. Give me that.
She's an old girl. Yeah, that's good. This looks good. Yeah, nice. Yep.
Might seem a bit cruel, but the best way to put them back is to palm them back.
And more specimen pike.
Here we go, a Boxing Day pike, this one. Just a smidgen over £20. Over the moon with that. I'll get it back quickly.
Phil, whatever you drink, eat, read, sleep, shower in, mate, I need some, mate, because I need that skill and that sort of, yeah, pure specimen fish attraction. Should probably get a poster of Phil, shouldn't I? I need, you know what I need? A selfie of him on my Instagram that I can then print out and put in my room somewhere. Down here would be good, wouldn't it? Just a Phil Spinks like montage rolling. Yeah, so thank God for Phil again, well done. Also, Phil's apprentice, it says here, I'm pretty sure it's actually like his child, Jack Fairweather, part of our new recruit media team, Jack. Jack's been out and he's caught some cracking perch.
So this is what a couple of weeks in the marketing department does for you. What you got, Jack?
This is a 2.8 and a 2.11 perch.
2.8 and 2.11, nice one, mate.
Our very own Darren Stoltworthy and Justin Grapes also deserve a mention. They've been catching mega fish to specimen proportions. They must have some secret spots that they ain't giving up to us, boys. I need to have a word to them. Yeah, and also a mega special mention and sort of golf clap. Widget, you know all about golf, mate. To Darren, because he has won the Angling Times Specimen Angler of the Year award, which, to be fair, is a absolutely hand-on-heart mega achievement. Well done, mate. He's caught big roach, tench, perch, and bream. So well done, Darren, mate. Also, our very own Terry Edmonds has been out making his first TV appearance.
So standard cut, I'll just do like an overhead sort of...
Yeah, just do what you usually do, mate.
Be something-ish like that.
That is what I see every day, like day in, day out when I'm teaching. It's the average cast.
How not to do
No, it's not how not to. I don't look at it like that. I look at it though that can be improved.
Right.
And casting's all about big arcs,
yeah,
big levers, and getting expansive.
Right.
And everything there that I said there can be improved on your cast.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
So what we're going to do, what I'm going to help you with is just your arm movement.
Yep.
Okay, just your arm movement. That's going to help you cast further and it'll give you something to work on.
He put some yards on Widget's cast, helped him with technique, and has also shared some general tips on the video, which you will see on ADTV. Our very own Crown Netherhall fishery. We have had a mega delivery of VS, that is Mr. Viv Shear's very own, what do we call them? How do the cool kids call them? Scaly bangers. Hand-picked, beautiful fish that have gone into the fishery.
Fish number 10, 11, now going back in. Probably going to be the target for a few of the locals in here. Some absolute stunners. Check those out for 2 fish stocked in. All right, let's get them in.
Massive commendation has to go to Viv. Viv, you are a legend, your fish are mega, and I am going to make sure that I make the 8-hour round trip to Crown Netherhall more often and try and get amongst some of those awesome fish, mate. So big up Viv, big up Crown Netherhall, and please leave the point swim free indefinitely for me. Finally, the tank. The fish in the tank have, I would say, become mini tanks. Purely, I think, because every time I come down, I decide to, as you would do, fill it in. Any bait that's lying in the office goes in there, boilies, pellets, ground bait, doesn't matter. Good testing for the bait, good for the fish. But on a somber note, we have lost what would probably be our smallest but most valuable resident in some aspects, the Crucian. He lived a full life, but unfortunately decided that it was all too much for him. Tank life, he wasn't about, he wanted a free life, and now he's free. So, bye-bye, Mr. Crucian. You will be sorely missed. You brightened up all our day. And you are probably, hopefully, living what can only be described as buttery joy up in the big tank in the sky. And on that note, that is all of I have to say for this episode. It's gone very quickly. We've done a lot. It's been busy. No doubt I'll be saying exactly the same superlatives when I come back in a few weeks' time to record episode 6. So for now, that is the end of AD365. That certainly got more fluid, boys. Big love to you all. I hope you have a fantastic start to the new year, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Oh, good.